Tyler, I guess just first of all, just how did it feel getting back? That's a lot of time to miss. Was the speed of the game, the athleticism, sort of just for that first step back in 2 months, how did it feel?
Overall, I thought I felt really. Obviously, my wind was still needing to catch up, but I felt good. I felt more in rhythm than I anticipated. But I thought I did a good job over that break where I was rehabbing my ankle, just staying on top of my routine, and I knew I'd be back, and I didn't want to fall out of that routine, so I stuck with it and tried to prepare myself as best as possible to come back tonight.
Tyler, I know you got a couple shots to fall in the second half, but generally the offense kind of dried up a bit. What was Minnesota doing to kind of grind things down the half court for you guys?
Yeah, I mean they're long and athletic. They force you into tough shots. That's why they got the number one defense in the league. Going into tonight, they make you settle for a lot of mid-range contested twos, which doesn't always add up to the points you need to beat those guys. And I thought in the first half we were really moving the ball. Just continuing to make the right play, and guys were knocking down shots. Sometimes the ball just doesn't fall, but we'll watch the film. We got practice tomorrow, and we'll go over it to see what we can do to continue to develop that chemistry and everything on offense.
Tyler, this was some of the games you were in, most you weren't, but it's been a trend this season, the fourth quarter, large leads going away. What did you see from the sidelines, and how frustrating was it to be out there tonight, up 17, still having a decent lead in the fourth, and then seeing another one of these?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, never easy, giving up leads and just being okay with it. But that's part of the business we're in. We're playing against talented, group of guys on the other side that can, go on the same kind of runs that we can. So just being able to sustain for the full 48 minutes, with different lineups and different units. Obviously, we have guys coming back with me and Bam, and some roles changed. But we have to just figure out a way to make everybody feel like they're playing at their best with the guys that we have on the court, because we have a very deep team with a bunch of different guys that can, affect the game on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Tyler, you mentioned the chemistry and the depth. Just how did you feel with the chemistry with the guys on the floor, especially with the long layoff that you had?
I felt good. I tried to come back and not really force too much. Just trying to make the right play. And that's kind of the way that, the guys have been playing with me and Bam out. Just, finding that open guy, being able to make that extra pass. And I think that's the way we should play anyways, just continuing to make the right play, swing the ball, let guys play out of closeouts. We have a bunch of guys that are attackers, so just making the right play.
Tyler, coach said that he doesn't have the need to tell you to be aggressive. You're innately aggressive when you come back. Can you talk about the discipline that it takes to stay on top of your routine, like you mentioned, to be able to come back aggressive, especially against such a tough rival like the number one in the West?
Yeah, it's my job. So I know I was away from the team for a while, but I was putting in work, constantly every single day. So just, like I said, prepared myself for the night to be able to just play to my best ability. Obviously, with the wind, trying to get my breath back. Tonight was the first, real time I was up and down for the most part. We really haven't had a practice for me and Bam to get into things. So it was a good first game. Obviously, wish we could have won, especially with the lead we had. But I think we can build off this, and, we'll watch the film tomorrow and just continue to get better.
Tyler, I know obviously you wanted to win, and I know you didn't expect to be gone 18 games or whatever it was when you got hurt, but in a weird way, are you kind of hoping that getting 4 or 5 weeks, not off, I know you were working, but 4 or 5 weeks away from games, can that help you in the long run? I mean, it is a long year. Like Bam had like opening night bounce tonight, and he was, out for a couple weeks. Are you hoping that it will help in the long term going through what you've gone through this year?
Yeah, I think definitely. Obviously, no one likes missing time, but just trying to be as positive as possible. And like you said, you try to look at it from both sides. And me and Bam, really, we've missed time, but like you said, it gives us a chance to kind of get some rest. Obviously, it becomes a long season when you're playing every other day. So being able to get that rest was big, and being able to stay on top of our work and allowed us to come back and come back into our somewhat form tonight.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you.